Hiya, and welcome back to Socially Awkward, the game that teaches us that we will always flip out whenever Tom is on screen, or Mac on, or literally any male character who is hot. Anyways, let's just hop right in. That was good. Better than the ones in the store. I'll be sure to tell Miguel. Who's Miguel? Let me adjust my mic. There we go. He's the owner of the ice cream truck. Oh, you're friends with the ice cream man? Pretty much. He's also Macon's cousin. Thrice removed. Thrice removed? Was he a part of your drinking buddies? It means he came from another relative of his great-great-grandpa. A third cousin, and I was. A third cousin? So is he like the third cousin who was born from the second cousin? Huh? Like, what if I had multiple cousins? Is he the third cousin born? Does that make Cousin George my first cousin? I think I got the wrong idea. So if Cousin George is my first cousin, then what am I to Cousin Bernie? Am I an imposter? Boy. So Miguel is Macon's cousin. Are we not going to... Never mind, I don't know how your brain works. Even after all these years, I still can't figure out how you work. Yeah. So he's kind of like my mom's side of the family. Who? Miguel. Oh, right. But unlike him, he doesn't let his family do their chores. You know me. I am the favorite nephew. Is that why you're always excited to hang out with me and John? No. It's Stockholm Syndrome. What? Tom chuckles through his nose as he places his fingers on his brow, pulling the skin of his brows before replying. Fine, I'll bite. Why is it Stockholm Syndrome? Ever since my family moved to my mom's house? Your grandma's house? Right. You and John have been kidnapping me every morning since I started schooling. I don't think that's how that works. Well, there weren't a lot of kids near our age in the neighborhood. We usually visited your granny and took over the remote when she fell asleep. Until you guys showed up. I remember you were all dressed up with a bow and suspenders. Ugh, even just remembering it makes me feel itchy right now. I kinda like them. You were so cute with those suspenders. I do prefer suspenders over belts. But I wish Granny wasn't such a... bunny rabbit. Almost every week, it's someone's birthday. I have to wear itchy formal attire like twice a week. Ew. Including church? Including church. I'm surprised you and John never got into trouble sneaking out every time. You should have asked for God's permission. Pfft. Besides, I don't even understand 80% of what the pastor is reading. It's not even in English. Sure, but aren't you afraid of what your dad would do? Meh. Not like he's any better. All he does is sleep through it. Guess I'll be the one to put in a good word. When we die. Why go to heaven alone when you can go to hell like the rest of us? Exactly! Fucking exactly. And do horrible things like shoving a pineapple up... Why is that your goal? Why is that your goal? Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But there are other things you could do than just spend eternity shoving a pineapple into a terrible person's ass. There are better things that you can do with eternity once you're burning in hell. There are better things you could be doing. Like screaming at... Yeah, he does deserve it. He does deserve it. I will say that. He does deserve it. But you could scream at Satan for not doing a TikTok dance correct. This whole planet is hell anyways. Without getting too political, yes, it's hot as hell. And do horrible things like shoving a pineapple up Hitler's butt. I forgot that you announced yourself as an atheist. Agnostic. Right. Do you even believe in hell? Hell is just the making of our own good nature. Think about it, only bad people think that they can get away with it, while good people always think of the consequences of their actions. That's actually a sound argument. Join me and spread the gospel of Jace. No more fancy clothes. No more Sunday visits to church. While you're preaching of the new gospel, Tom is checking his watch. Yeah, sure, preach it during the ride to the groceries. You little heathen. All shall be served by the one true God. Ice cream. Okay, Jay, stop spitting facts. Tuesday, 4:10 p.m. The supermarket, home of every consumer good at semi-convenient prices. Is he taking applicants? All manner of customers strolling around with their card and phone in hand. A British short-hair mother ignores her kitten who screams, yells, and reaches for every candy she can get her paws on before being yanked away at the last second. The male Cornish Rex manager smiles and monitors a female munchkin cat behind the counter. The munchkin appears nervous, first day on the job. Thank you for coming to Save Now Supermarket. Please come again at the Save Now Supermarket, where every day is a savings day. The munchkin screamed with the jingle in her tone. And there you are, at the produce stand, staring down at the colorful fruits displayed before you. A particular song started singing in your head as you raise a shiny red fruit along with the pen in the other hand. No. I hope you're going to pay for that. Since when did it turn bad? It's because you left me. To Darth John. Uh-huh. Guess I'll just need to set you back to the path of righteousness. He went over to the cold shelves and picked up 4 styro packages of vegetables. Ew. Actually, yum. Vegetables are good. Starting off with some baby carrots and corn. You eat babies! What, scared of getting good eyesight? He shakes the package close to your nose. He lets out a chuckle before placing the infant sacrifice into your cart. Evil carrots. The baby corn is okay, but the carrots are hit or miss. Sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's sour, and you can never just tell by the smell. How about some peas? Remember you used to gobble them up every chance you got? Taste the penis. You snicker quietly to yourself over a meme on the internet while Tom is wondering what you were laughing about. I'm guessing you want them? Mm-hmm. Put it in the cart. This is nice. It's like we're in our old delivery job again. Heh, I thought you hated it. At first. Since you dragged me around without telling me. I needed help. Besides, you weren't doing anything besides watching TV. And I did ask for your mom's permission. She was cool with it so long as I kept you alive. Mother, how could you? But I really do like our delivery service. Oh, and why is that? Money or snacks? Ah, shit, this is a tough one. The money. The money. Really? The money? Well, yeah. Isn't that the point of a job? I was able to buy a computer with it. A computer? You spent all your money on a computer. I needed it for homework. Yeah, right, I bet you only used it for games. Yeah. Games. Tom is browsing around the cold shelves trying to decide between pork belly or ground pork. You, on the other hand, start thinking philosophical questions while staring at a pack of meat. I wonder why only cats, dogs, and lizards are walking on 2 feet. Isn't that how evolution works? Sure, but what made evolution decide to give us that ability? No clue. What if cows started walking and talking on 2 feet? Then they're possessed. Possessed? Sure, evolution takes 1,000,000 years. Being possessed just takes a second. A possessed cow. As you contemplate the finer details between possession and evolution, Tom decides on the type of meat he's going to get. Chicken or pork? Or maybe they hid underground to avoid us another plotting to take over the world. Bovine mole people. Rise of the mole cows. Maybe you should study cinematography. Who knows, you might get an Emmy for the wackiest director. Rise of the mole cows 2. Riding home, Tom takes a detour to a burger drive-thru. It is a familiar situation that happens frequently during your time with Tom. Every day after school, Tom would fetch you with his bike for a grocery run for the neighbors. The pay was meager, but it was enough to buy a snack and a little bit left over to save. The first time Tom took you to a drive-thru, you immediately started questioning the legalities of using the drive-thru with the bike. Tom told you that a bicycle is considered a vehicle, so it's no big deal. You heavily doubted his legal reading, especially when one of the cars started honking and you just flipped the bird at them. The whole time you cried, shaked, and tried coaxing Tom to get out of the drive-thru. No, you're not allowed to update! But he was persistent and didn't let a large metal horse of death intimidate him from quick takeouts. This is a thing all throughout your school life with Tom. Even the part when his pants rips open. I heard a rip. Are the groceries okay? Tom shouts, concerned for the groceries inside both of your bags. Yeah. What was it? I'll tell you when we're safe at home. Oh, okay. Hope it's nothing serious. Nah. As Tom continues pedaling, the rip slowly stretches open as Tom's glutes bounce and push the seams like a wall. See, the other laptop, the one that runs Mac OS, it is still on Big Sur. I think we're on, Ventura now. Yeah, I think we're on Ventura. Yeah, I think Mac OS Ventura is out, and it's the latest version. This is, like, 3 versions behind. You gulp, trying to focus on not staring at Tom's backside. But the rip is getting bigger, and you can see the butt cleavage swaying left and right as if being handled by your own hands. Not Ace Ventura. Mac OS Ventura. Tuesday, 7:12 p.m. Guess I'll be leave. Take your pants off. Huh? Take them off. Huh? Take them off. That is a whole ass crime. The half-naked lion prowls on the sofa, seeking shelter with a thrown pillow on his crotch as you fix his pants. You could've just told me. This works better. How else would I take them off? I don't know, maybe ask politely, and why do you want to fix my pants? Nostalgia purposes. I don't rip them that much, do I? A whole lot. I remember it started during a grocery run for Miss Georgia. I pointed out you had a huge asshole before we stepped into the grocery store.
It's time to drink water.
You started holding your pants like you need to take a shit.
It's time to drink water.
Do you have to add potty jokes
It's
in the
time
story?
to drink water.
Yes.
It's time to drink water.
So he went to the department store to buy some needle and thread, then hid in one of those dressing rooms to fix them up. I remember now. We didn't even have to be in the same room. Yeah, well, I didn't want to be alone in the mall. Like, what if they started thinking I was messing with their merch? You could have just told them. And then get arrested and leave you pantless. What kind of friend abandons his friend in the mall? How'd you become the victim here? Imagine showing your ass to the world without knowing it. And by the way, nice job on your work. Mom and Dad literally pointed out my ass still had 2 holes. Phrasing. Well, I was panicking. I kept thinking what would happen if someone sees me with a half-naked dude with his pants off. Might put the meat in the fridge while I fix this properly. It's gonna take longer than a minute. Yeah. Oh, God. What kind of retort was that? I know I was being playful, but that came out wrong. Let's just focus on mending this. It might take a while, but an overcast straight should do the trick. Half an hour later. A hungry, pantless lion is sitting next to you, relaxing with his phone in hand and foot on the table. He hand feeds you your second hamburger as you put the final seams together. Dumb. You lift his pantaloons up in the air as you marvel at your handiwork. Now for the stretch test. With a tug on both sides, not a trace of the thread is seen. Success! You toss them to Tom's face and he immediately shakes them off. Hey, I still got hamburger sauce on my lips. You're just going to wash it anyway. What's a little stain going to do? Try it out. I like them clean regardless. Thanks, though. He checks them for any other holes you might have missed. You're welcome. That should hold your ass in place. Like a bra. You used to be so shy when it came to adult stuff. The once shy, adorable cat has become an adorable adult. Ready to touch inappropriate things. Tom ponders. And ponders. And ponders. Then he came up with the most heinous reply a socially inept cat could handle. Like what? Very disturbing adult stuff. Shit, I was expecting him to turn me down. Yeah, care to put in some detail? It's, just say something generally 18 plus. I was just joking. Don't need to blow a few. That is something. Yep. That's an adult word, all right. Yeah. Kill me. Tom hops off the sofa, stretches his back, and puts on his pants. Guess I'll be heading out now. Don't want to bother the man of the house with his night. Thanks for fixing up my pants. It's the manliest thing to do. Don't forget your meat. All right. That was beautiful. Got it. He shakes the bag of meat and places it in his bag. Ah, forgot something. What's that? Yay! Oh, wait. Yay! Just cashing in. He shows you the confiscated dollar. See, he ran out the door before you could react, and already you hear the gate being closed. Wednesday, 2:53 a.m. Opening the fridge, you find a bunch of baby vegetables waiting to be eaten. Not up for eating baby sacrifices. Consume the babies. We're just going to skip this. Wednesday, 4:31 a.m. But the babies are evil. Consume. We're going to consume the unborn, apparently. That's what you missed. Apparently, we're consuming the unborn. Or were they already born? Wednesday, 4:31 a.m. Ah, shit, we're crying. There was a knock on the door, disturbing your ever-needed sleep. Wait, did Jace's eyes are twitching. Just as you were about to utter the death curse, your brain quickly reminded you who's knocking. Right. Crusted flecks of tears came off from your cheeks. Reminded you of that horrible dream. You put on a pair of socks and your old running shoes. Ah, shit, Tom's died. He's dead. R.I.P. Opening the door, you saw a heaving lion before pulling himself up to his usual confident self, albeit still out of breath and sweating profusely. Macon just arrived by the gate, keeping himself at a steady, regular pace. Unlike the lion who came before him, he gives you a wave while keeping his legs moving in place. Morning, Jace. His voice cracks. Morning. You don't look so good. Well, duh, it's 4 in the morning. Tom takes a look at the clock. It's close to 5. Did you play video games all night again? Not really. The darn... Shoot, I should have just said yes. Gotta commit, but who am I going to blame? Who are we blaming? He died. We're gonna... bidded your peepness, Tom. Them damn neighbors. Darn neighbors started drinking. Again. Don't you mean you're paying neighbors? You're not paying to drink and pee on the walls. Did they? Can't prove it. But I was thinking about asking my mom to install some CCTVs in each apartment. Normally, I'd agree with extra security. But the reasoning behind it just makes it wrong. And illegal. I'm not going to perv on them. Just making sure they don't pee on the wall. Don't be a creep. You feel bad lying to Tom, but you can't really tell him that a ghost attacked you. Anyways, He cuts himself off as he takes a closer look at your attire with mild distaste. You're going in that? My shoes? You lift up a leg to show the worn-out soles on your running shoes. No, but it's now on the list. List for what? Never you mind. Do you have anything else? You'll catch a cold. But they're comfy. It's 23 degrees outside. Just as foretold, the cold wind behind Tom flushes through your downy fur, making you bristle to its icy chill. Ugh. But I got nothing else besides my school clothes. Seriously? I only brought 5 pairs of clothes with me. 2 are still in the dryer. I was expecting to start jogging. Oh. Well... Tom places his hand behind his neck, looking up to the ceiling for an answer. After a while, he looks down in defeat. I guess you can't go today. He smiles through the sadness. You know he wanted to spend more time with you. Let's just go. Once I get going, I'll probably start a tornado from how much heat I'll be making. You do turn into a mini furnace when you're playing. But still, I don't know why you're so concerned. Just look at Macon. You point at Macon wearing a hoodie tank top. He was running around the sidewalk like a dog chasing its tail. Both of his arms have the surface area of my whole body. Between you, me, and him, you're the one overdressed. You're comparing a grape to a watermelon. Surface area. You place your hands together on your chest and spread them apart. Seriously, I'm fine. And to make another point... I really don't want to stay here any longer. Why's that? It's haunted. You jokingly admit. There is some doubt in your mind as to what happened earlier this morning was some double dream nightmare or crazy trip. But that doubt immediately lost its integrity by the missing cross and the Bible from its altar. Evident by the contrast of dust from where they once were. Fine, fine. But if you feel sick, you have to tell me, okay? You nod. You ready? Yep. You raise your bag. Alright then. 30 minutes later. We're almost there. We were already there. And I told you to stay at the gym, but you insisted. I thought we were going out for ice cream. I clearly said that we were going for another round. And I'm pretty sure you said that we're going for another round of ice cream. You should take him to Miguel's again. He's been eating ice cream almost every day. He's going to get pudgy by the end of the semester. Heh, pudgy. You can have this instead. Tom tosses you a granola bar. Food! Without much thought, you rip open the package and take a huge bite off. Chew, chew, chew. Between the soft, chewy caramel and the fine, dry oats, a burst of tangy sweetness overtakes the whole flavor. Chew. Chew. Suddenly, you scream out with a raspy, high-pitched voice. It burns! It burns us! What was in that? Raisins. It freezes us! You begin to roll on the floor with one hand on your neck and the other flailing about like that one scene in a movie about an evil magic ring. Jace, you're getting your clothes dirty. Stupid hobbitses. Oh, I get it now. Wow, I was still a pup when that released. Can't believe I forgot about him. Jace just remembers the crazy characters, but he can't even remember half of the cast. Shire! You screamed out in a wheezing, tortured shriek. No! Similar to when one of the iconic characters is being tortured for the whereabouts of the evil magic ring. You feel something rolling on your back, an odd sensation that is impossible for a rock. It rolled along your spine, causing a weird tingling pleasure surging to the tip of your tail. Reach behind it and pick it up. Whoa! It's a large red marble. The color is odd. No light seems to pass through besides the reflection off of its surface. Inside the marble is nothing but a pitch dark red. It almost seems to be swirling around like a liquid. My precious! What you got there? You scuttle off the floor in a tiring and freaky crab walk, turning your back to Tom as you marvel at the marble. My own, my love, my precious! After announcing your devoted love to the precious, the hand of a very muscular, tall, handsome lion hobbit takes the precious away. Precious! Precious! You're acting crazy for a marble. Give us the precious! You intentionally limit your height by bending your legs lower and started hopping like a frog, reaching for the precious. Tom follows along with your dumb antics and keeps the marble at eye level. Ugh. What's wrong? Gotten cold all of a sudden. We rested for too long. Come on, Jace. Before this furnace also catches a cold. He knocks on Macon's chest, who turns to look at him in confusion. Tom hands you the marble and started jogging away with Macon. You pocket the marble after one last glance at its reddish sheen. Feel like we need to censor soon. Wednesday, 6:24 a.m. At the gym, Tom and Macon are already starting out their next course of muscle torture. You take your time resting on the bench while marveling at the men. Particular to a red-maned lion. He starts off hunched forward with a bell-shaped weight in front, his back horizontally straight with his legs slightly bent, arms forward, forming almost a perfect T, his ass stretching the already loose fabric to contour his well-toned butt. Just as you're about to tilt your body for a better view, he begins to pull the weight between his legs and pull it up with a mighty pelvic thrust, swinging the weight along his impressive pack. Oh. Tom repeats this 12 times with their eyes glued to his weights between his legs. He places the weights hanging forward, and lo and behold, his hips are thrusting forward. He's barely swinging the bell anymore, rather he's swinging his hips fucking the air while you're looking. You asshole, Tom. Is he teasing me? A second look at Tom's wavy eyebrows says yes. He is! Must resist committing public indecency. Then he chuckles. That made you confused and conjure up a head of John. Remembering the times he teased you with a pool noodle attached to his junk, then furiously it. The time he mooned you during the night on a camping trip, saying the weredeer is coming, and the time he grabbed your ass for prostate cancer. I don't think that's how that works. Tom never did anything remotely similar to that. This, however, is his first. You couldn't be sure if he was playing just like his brother, so you end up pulling up your wall and waited for his reaction. Until he fired a wink, blasting through the emotional wall. He continues on for the next set, looking more energetic than ever. Oh no. You spend the rest of your time doing light workouts. Oh shit, it's time. Oh god. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the... Why do I have Zuko? Zuko? Dave? What the fuck is this? Oh shit. Forgot about that. Alright, let me pull up the sensor as soon as I find it. Is that enough? I think that's enough. There's a lingering scent of chlorine with a mix of household sweet-scented deodorizer as you enter the lockers. It reminds you of the dirty gifts previous tenants would leave you when you needed to clean for the next tenant. You gag a little and swat the festering memory away. I think the half-screen sensor is enough. You have your bag slinging on your shoulder, having second thoughts whether to head back home and shower or just go through with it. You did bring your clothes for this. It would be a wasted opportunity. Oh god. It's naked time. Okay, just go in and get out. You get out in 1 minute. Only one problem. Should I shower with my underwear on? Eh. You shrug and take your clothes off. It's go time. Tiptoeing into the public shower, you find the area to be moderately clean at least. You place your towel and amenities hanging on one of the hooks. Immediately after turning the shower on, you squeeze a whole bottle of shampoo on yourself and start scrubbing fast and hard, fearing that any minute now an old wrinkly dude would come in all his glory, destroying the sanctity of your perverse delusions. Gross, 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 gross. Then you hear footsteps from the lockers. Oh shit. Out of desperation, you hired the imaginary wrinkly old man to block any unneeded horny thoughts feeding the ever... Yeah. He's really good at his job. Gross, 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 gross. Then wet footsteps. He's here. He reacted immediately by pretending to shower, even though you technically, or he kept the act going as the imaginary old man started. But as steps get louder and louder, more and more beautiful men kept appearing in your head. The old man can't keep them out for long. The stranger doesn't seem to mind your presence and started showering one shower head away. What if I drop the soap in his direction? I'm gonna pull up the full screen sensor real quick, because I don't fucking trust this. I don't trust this, even though I already read it. No, too corny. Jace, stop. The old man can't take anymore. But I want to peep so bad. Oh, wait, I'm safe. Kind of. Yeah, I'm kind of safe. Oh-ho! Old man! You internally squeal while barely keeping up with the neutral facade. Hot damn, Tom is hot. Out from the corpse of the brave old man, a young lion takes his place. It was John, and he just let the horny hormones pass through with an evil giggle. Huh? Before going any warnings, you started checking on Tom's body. That is terrible. Those large, strong, padded feet, those thick, muscular, widespread thighs, and that chiseled ass. You're watering in excitement. That is terrible. Hunk. No, stop perving on your best friend. You turned away from Tom's direction and started scrubbing your hair mercilessly with sheer curiosity. Then you hear psst behind you. Oh no. You instinctively turn and find Tom whole. Why is Jace pogging? Ah, jeez. And that's when you hear footsteps. The imaginary old man can't help you now. You begin to panic. Any minute now someone would come in and see the shame on you. You look at Tom on what to do, which was a bad idea since he's still hot. It's time to panic. You start with an inaudible scream followed by a repeated chopping motion with both hands at Tom, placing the blame on him for your... yeah. Penis, 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 penis. Tom gets into the panic as well, making incomprehensible gestures that forms no sense of what he's trying to say. Then he voiced out, "Stop looking at me." You would have, could have, but it made it harder not to. Then came the stranger, a familiar stranger, a stranger you want to ignore deep in your soul for some reason. The stranger looks at the both of you, staring at two mortified felines.
It's time to drink
Then
water.
he focuses attention on you.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
Who the hell is that?
It's time to drink
Do we
water.
know him? So, you finally got the balls to face me. Do we know him? What does he mean by that? Is he talking about my ball? Is he talking about my balls? It's time to settle the score. Tyr, what are you doing? The lion places himself between you and the scary tiger. Oh god. Shower, duh. But now he's here. I can finally settle the score. Tyr, we've talked about this. Shut it, Nelly. I'm done listening to your sorry excuses. Or rather, congrats on going from being a coward to a faggot. Oh my god. Tyr folds his arms close to his chest, standing on his toes to become taller and more intimidating than Tom. You know you can't beat me, Nelly. The tiger puffs his chest, making himself look big. Jesus Christ. Jesus fuck. Oh my god, this is terrible. What's going on in here? Oh my god. Peter smirks. Tom just shakes his head and looks away towards you. You, on the other hand, yeah. Aw. The giant clicks his tongue, looking down at the three felines. You guys, I don't know how to say this. Oh no, are we going to get kicked out? You guys suck. Oh my, you know what? I'm gonna screenshot this. Oh my god, that is terrible. Now both, oh god, oh wow. Gasp. Yeah, where's Cats? Cats, where are you? It's beautiful. Who's first? Oh god! Barked the large wolf. I'm done. Come on, Jace. He grabs your hand in his towel and pull you out of your heaven. No! Aw. Wait. The tiger halts the giant. I have to be sure. Go right ahead. Oh no! Oh no! Just as you have the... Yeah. No, I'm going to miss the best part. No! I hate this. I hate this. At the lockers, Tom lets you go and starts fiddling with the combination lock. He picks up what appears to be a can of deodorizer and starts spraying himself all over his body. You're putting a lot of deodorant there. You say as you wave the mist away. No, this is a quick drying spray. The rich people spray. Hey, it works. Makes drying a lot easier. You know, bad wet fur smells. But at what cost? I will. I already took a screenshot. An arm? He looks at the label. $12. And how much is inside? About 12 ounces. Ah! Don't hiss it till you try it. He aims the spray at your hair and gives you a quick spurt. Spurt. Ugh. And a little bit of comb here. He takes out a heavy-duty comb and starts brushing your hair. There. The older male starts laughing, slapping his thighs in unison. Ah, Jace, you never make my life any duller. He swings his arm around your neck and pulls you in for a side hug, tactless to your current dressing. That's why I love hanging out with you so much. Tom. You interrupted Tom. Already being close with him is... Yeah. We're still naked. Guess we are. He lets go and turns to his locker, still blushing and rummaging around as to make an excuse to look busy. Come on, we should start brushing our fur dry before... He eyes the entrance towards the showers. They finish whatever they're doing inside. Your ears immediately swing to the showers, trying to listen to a specific... Yeah. Nothing but the sound of splashing water, unfortunately. You look to Tom, who's having trouble getting his wavy tail from going under the... Yeah. I'm gonna pull up the full screen sensor, because I don't know if it's going to be a Shoichi situation. A memory begins to surface as the weary confusion from last night's haunting became a distant imagination. Tom? Yeah? Just as you're about to say something, Lion jumps as his tail flings itself free from the bands, causing the elastic to snap at its master's ass. Okay, it doesn't pull a Shoichi. Nice. God, I hate my tail. It has a mind of its own. What were you saying, Jace? He tries again, this time by curling his tail like a spring. Later. As your best friend begins to put on more clothes, you respectfully turn away to give him some privacy. However, in that moment, your eyes unintentionally catch a glimpse of his immaculate and ample backside, which leaves you momentarily... You liar! 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 Oh! Oh ho 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 ho! Later. You didn't miss much and we're done with that. My brain. My fucking brain. You're idling by, waiting for Tom to unlock his bike. Come on. Trouble is in the wheels, literally. He can't seem to fit any of the two keys properly, either because he has to be in a weird angle to insert the key, or the locks keep projecting the key out. Seems like the perfect time to talk about something. What did you mean by being a Leo? What you mean? Oh, at the bakery. Well, the Lion looks confused and rather perplexed with the sudden question. He closed his eyes in thought and scratched the top of his head with the key. I'm not sure how to say this, but I kind of forgot what it was all about. There has to be a reason if you're blaming your own race. I blame mine for being short. Short? You're the biggest cat I've known. Big? Not tall? You're tall on all sides. He mocks you with a pinch on your chubby, flabby tummy. I guess I'm blaming them for keeping the status quo. Tom takes up his key just below the sun and looks at the notches for defects. He doesn't seem to be bothered by his statement. I'm surprised you're asking. He used to live in the Allenham state. Bureaucrats, politicians, oligarchs, rallies that don't make any sense. I don't know, I can't really say that politics was a thing in my family. Sure you have. Everyone in Allenham is politically driven. It's a capital city of propaganda, hypocrisy, and high crime rates. I guess I was lucky. Most of my childhood was spent in school and in my dad's apartment. Really? What about business gatherings? Business gatherings? Yeah, like... He scratches his chin with the key, trying to come up with a scenario. You know, big men gathering around the table. You imagine yourself on the table surrounded by large, burly, naked men posing for the camera. The closest I can think of is when my aunts and uncles invited us over for dinner. Uh-huh. But isn't your dad a doctor? Surely he brought you into his office to show you off. He does bring me to his clinic for a weekly checkup. A weekly checkup? I am a mixed after all. You shrug. Oh, right. That's good to know. What does all of this have to do with you being a Leo? Tom looks away, taking his time to think while splitting the fur on his forehead with his key. I don't know anymore. He sighs and went back to tinkering with the bike lock, missing from either heat stroke or poor eye coordination. First I thought your dad was traditional, but after what you just told me, I guess he's better than most Pantheras. You're pretty lucky, Jace. Felicians usually don't get a lot of care over there. All I'm saying that my race doesn't have a lot of good history with yours. So let's just forget about your dad and look forward to making our own future. I've already decided to just let it go. A bit forgiving, aren't you? I wouldn't mind if you kick my dad on the chin. I'll just look away, with a mirror on hand. Wow, how benevolent of you. He waves his hand dismissively and finally unlocks the locks. Let's just call it even between me and him. He did do one good thing for me. He pats the dust off from the cushion and hops on. What's that? He got me a best friend who lets me kick his dad. Now get on. So wholesome. Standing on the pegs with the wind in your fur, the sun blinding you with its morning rays, paws holding firm to Tom's shoulders, anxiety starts to pull in your stomach. There's a question in your heart that seeks an answer. The answer, however, lies within the person you're holding. Was Tom ever direct? I always imagined him to be a shy guy. Like that kiss last night. That was unexpected, but... expected in a way? It's not like I dislike this new side of Tom. You're moving a lot back there. Something eating you, Jace? It's nothing. You sure? Just so you know, even though we haven't talked much since I graduated, I'm still the same. Proud Lion shows his big pearly whites as he turns his head towards you. Yeah, about that. Then let it out. Don't hold back. It's going to be weird. That never stopped us before. The lion expresses with so much energy that it's making you think that something is wrong. And your tummy concurs with, Come on, I want to know what you're thinking. Talk about it or avoid it. I should shave soon. Everyone's saying to talk about it. My back. We're gonna talk about it. I was thinking about... And just like that, you killed him. Tom didn't say anything, but if you place your ears closer to his head, you can hear the tone of a broken dial-up, as well as the sound of his fur being scratched by his finger. Wow. Welcome back. Just... wow. Told you it's going to be weird. Yeah, but... wow. I know, I know. It's amazing. You don't have to keep rubbing it in. God damn it, Jace. Don't say it like that. You can see him placing his hand on his face, ears turning red like his mane. This is fun. No wonder John does this. I bet this was John's doing. Funny that you mentioned him. I've been seeing him after you started. What does that mean? Was he there? In spirit. You think I was acting like John? Yep. Honestly, it freaked me out when you were... He was, like, in the corner of my eye, waiting to attack. Shit, I shouldn't have listened to him. What was that? Ah! Nothing. I was... Listen, you can just forget about what happened at the gym. That wasn't me. That was John then? Stop bringing him up. I'm being serious here. I can't help it. John's a deviant, and now you're a deviant. An imaginary arrow flew into Tom's head with a note saying, deviant. I was just trying to be fun. He huffs, puffing his cheeks to a pout. You've strayed from the path, Tom. You've become John, too. Another imaginary arrow strikes true, with a note saying, John squared. No! The lion roars in a fit of rage and embarrassment, cheeks and ears redder than his mane. It's fine, really. I find it really masculine. He snaps his head away, pouting. Daw, you're cute when you pout. I'm not pouting. Definitely pouting, with puffy cheeks and all. And why are you saying this after comparing me to my brother? You asked for it, I just answered. Honestly, it doesn't bother me at all. As long as you don't do it in public. So long as it's private. Yeah, You slide your hand to his chest and give it a gentle squeeze. I do like what I've seen so far. Wednesday, 7:42 a.m. As Tom takes the next turn to the parking area, you felt a weird sensation of something rolling in your pants. Before you have a chance to investigate, something hits you and blocks you from entering the parking area. It feels like a thin layer of plastic wrapping itself around you before changing composition and becoming like a trampoline. You're bounced off the bike and your helmet is thrown into the air. Ow, ow, ow. What hit me? Huh? You see a dome made of what appeared to be a large soap bubble. It's still rippling from the impact of you hitting it. Slowly you push yourself off the ground and keep your eyes fixed on the wavy, insidious dome. What's going on? The ripples on the dome eventually disappear, leaving only a faint sheen to prove that it was ever there. Sudden chill passes through you, draining the warmth from your body and causing your skin and fur to prickle and cringe as if you were being pinched all over. The heck is going on? What's with this creepy dome? Wait, where's Tom? You spot Tom's bike lying on the floor inside the dome. Its rider is nowhere to be seen. He left me. Who said that? Who said that? The voice seems to lag behind every word you make. Is that my voice? Is that my voice? How the... Penis. Penis? Okay, that is definitely my voice. Just what is going on here? Tom, where are you? You yell out from the top of your lungs, followed by the haunting echo emanating from your body. Silence, peasant. It's coming back. Who's there? What's coming back? Before you can react, another chilling wave passes through you. Your body becomes frigid, as if turned to stone. Your knees give out and you collapse on the ground. What's happening? In a strange twist, your yellow helmet starts floating around you. It's quivering as if being held by someone. Jace! Suddenly, Tom appears with your helmet under his arms, his back turned towards you. Tom... He jumps and immediately turns to you. Jace, what happened? Did you hit your head? Tom kneels over you, shielding you from the sun. His hands hover around your head, searching for injuries, but unsure if he should touch you. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Tears start to form. It was strange even to yourself as to why you're crying, yet it felt like you've been alone for all your life. Seeing the lion warms your heart. The lion held you up in his arms, eyes darting for injuries. Jace, what's wrong? Yet, with this warm feeling comes sleep. And darkness. Hello, Jace. So good to finally meet face to face. But let me first apologize for our initial meet. Oh, I know I threatened to burn down your castle and whatnot, but that was a moment of weakness. A plea for help. What? Cat got your tongue? Hang on, I'm gonna EQ this real quick. There we go. What? Cat got your tongue? That was a joke. A really good one if I say so myself. Because you're a cat. Try to make my voice more scary? Okay. Let me up the lows. Bring down that and that. Bring up the mids. There we go. Not even a chuckle. Are you afraid? Oh, don't be, my boy. I'm here as a friend, a comrade. There is nothing to fear. Still nothing? I guess I should have expected it from an idle soul, which is rather queer at your age. But no matter. Soon, you'll see the world as it should be. It'll only be a matter of time when we can finally have a proper conversation. Oh, come now. It's only but a mere summon by your lord. No need to make a fuss. Rude. I jest, of course. You are not you. As much as I love to keep this conversation going, alas, time is up. I'll see you soon, Jace. Oh, as one friend to another, a warning. Watch yourself. The world you know is only but one side of the coin. The other side. You woke up from your dream feeling confused and disoriented. You're in a sterile Whitewall Clinic that was filled with the familiar smells of antiseptic and medicinal ointments. Hello? Ah, you're awake. Good. Hello there. Delph! 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 The voice who came through the curtains came from a large blue wolf with pecs the size of 2 large pillows and silky black hair. Delph! I like that. Sexy doctor. You had an accident. You're at the school clinic. Your friend brought you in. Can you tell me your name? He was wearing a white lab coat, just like the ones you had seen on TV shows. The doctor's face was stern and serious, but his eyes were kind and compassionate, which were more preoccupied by the yeah between his legs. It's huge. Oh, it's Jace. Well, Jace, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Warwick. How are you feeling? Your friend tells me you had a fall. Quickly, answer the Dilf. Good job. He eyes you up and down with a look of concern of whether you're insane or not. I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat that for me? You gulp down your gay and reply, I'm good. He leans in closer to your face, close enough that if you just lean forward, you do horrible sins against this married man, evident by the ring on his wedding finger, as he reaches toward the back of your head. No pain anywhere? The doctor places his hands on your head, he then gently slides them along the scalp, moving fur out of the way and feeling around for any signs of injury or tender areas. No? That's good. He pets you like some kind of pet animal. Cough. I'm going to get a set of vitals on you and check your blood sugar. You instinctively roll up your sleeve, extend your arm, and offer a finger. You've done this before? It's rare for patients, especially children, to willingly extend their arm for medical procedures. I'm used to it. I'm a mixed if the hair wasn't any indication. Is there any information you think would be helpful for me to know before I begin the examination? I'm mildly lactose intolerant. Noted. He places an O2 monitor on your finger, then gently wraps a blood pressure cuff around your arm. Holding the stethoscope to your skin underneath the cuff, he begins to take your blood pressure. Don't you have one of those automated ones? I prefer to manually take it. It's faster and more accurate. He inflates the cuff and slowly lets the familiar whooshing air to come out, taking a pen from his breast pocket and writes down the details. I'm going to check out your pupils. Look straight ahead past my shoulder and try not to blink. I'll be shining a light in your eyes. You did as you were told. As the doctor finishes, there was a loud running screech from outside the clinic. Tom comes in with your bag in hand, sweating profusely and out of breath. He doesn't look too good. He must have ran from the clinic to fetch your stuff after bringing you here. Is this okay? I'm still undergoing diagnostics. Please sit down and let me do my work. The doctor had to push him down because the lion was too worried to do anything besides looking at you with those weary emerald green eyes. Thank you. The lion's concern made you worry, but it also brought a smile to your face, knowing that he was looking out for you. Hold up, hold up. Those are his calves. Never mind. I thought he was wearing fucking bell bottoms. Feeling reassured, you wave and smile at him to let him know that you are okay. Now, Jace, I need you to give me a big, big smile. Wide as you can. Like this. He demonstrates by smiling from ear to ear. Good. He held both his hands up in the air and asked you to grab them. You paused. The doctor is asking you to hold hands, says your inner gay. You gulp and reach out with shaky hands. The sound of wedding bells rings in your ears as your imagination takes flight. Okay, now push against mine. In order to stave the gay away, you put on your competitive game face and push with all your might. Albeit it looks like you're taking a shit. The blue brick wolf didn't even budge. And pull. He's not budging at all. He's only holding onto you with his middle finger while the rest of his fingers are splayed out, mocking your strength. Alright, good job. Ugh. That was foul. He lets go and picks up his chart to write again. Is that a test for constipation? No. I'm checking for muscle weakness. If there is any brain injury, one side may be weaker than the other, similar to stroke symptoms. You feel a strange whirring in your head, urging you to eat pizza, but you can't understand why. We're going to stop it for the ad. Want to break from the ads? That was beautiful. Still have a knife. Sorry, but that entire scene was beautiful. This entire fucking game is beautiful. Pizza sounds so fucking good right now. Alright, Jace. I would like you to read the letters on these cards. The Dilf Daddy Wolf takes out a pack of cards from the drawer and shows you the first card with a big font I. Each one gets smaller, so concentrate. I. A-M-A. L-I-T-T-L-E. P-I-G. E. Hey! Oh, how did those cards get in there? He puts it away with a cheeky smile. Sorry about that. How about I enumerate 5 simple words and have you repeat them back to me? Despite giving him the fuck you face, he continues on with a smirky grin on his face. Kiwi, apple, cucumber, mango, watermelon. In any order. Apple, kiwi, mango, watermelon, and the last one, cucumber. That's alright. Unfortunately, the doctor cuts you off before you could answer. Again, he scribbled something on his chart. Was that an actual test? Yes, I'm testing his short-term memory. Head trauma can affect different parts of the brain, so these tests help pinpoint the area has any injury. The symptoms can come on slowly over time as well, so he'll need to be monitored for the next day or so for any changes creating a... Oh, and try to remember those 5 words for me. It's kiwi, apple, cucumber, mango, watermelon. Jace, are you listening? Huh? Are you experiencing lapses in memory? No, I just got a little distracted with the explanation. Ah, yes, it's scary, but it's better to be well informed. Do you think you can stand for me? I guess. You roll to your side and place your feet on the ground, standing tall. How do you feel? Nothing out of the ordinary. No dizziness or lightheadedness? Nausea? I guess I'm a bit sleepy, but other than that, no. The doctor scoots his chair farther away. Take a few steps towards me. You follow his command and walk straight towards him. Good. Well, your motor function seems to be intact. But the fact that you lost consciousness and are experiencing fatigue concerns me. I think you should have a CT scan just to make sure everything is in working order. A CT? Isn't that expensive? You're a student at the school, correct? Your health plan should cover the cost. You may feel fine now, but brain bleeds can happen slowly. Losing consciousness for that long isn't normal. It's better to be certain just in case. But I didn't hit my head. Jace, we should do what the doctor said. I didn't hit my head. I had a helmet on, and even if I did, my parents will kill me. Do you know how much a CT scan costs? There's no way we can pay for the other half. I can't force you to get the CT, but if not, you should have someone monitor you for a day or two. If you notice any changes, nausea, headache, excessive fatigue, muscle weakness, or loss of coordination, you need to go to a hospital immediately. Do you have someone that can look after you? You look at Tom with pleading eyes, hoping that he will agree to look after you. You don't want your parents to find out. I'll do it. Stay with him for at least 2 days. If he feels anything that I've mentioned, immediately go to a hospital. A loud buzzing sound is emanated from the doctor's pockets. He pulls out an old pager and starts reading it. His face is etched with worry. Whatever the message is, it seems important. For now, I want you to stay here and rest for an hour. I'll be back in a bit. The doctor leaves the clinic in a hurry, leaving you two alone. What? I'm just worried. I'm fine, Tom. You don't have to worry about me. I have a thick head. You demonstrate by knocking your head twice. No, that's not it. How did you... His fingers frantically dig into his scalp as if he wants to physically remove the words from his head. Tom? Forget it. I'm just worried. Ha! Well, it's not like this is the first time I fell off the bike. On your own. I've never dropped a package. Tom puffs out his chest confidently, insisting that he never dropped any of his delivery. And he's right, he never did. And now I'm that little dark spot on that sparkling white record of yours. So long as you don't tell anyone about it, I've worked hard for that reputation. Yeah. You still do deliveries? I do, but not from our usual customers. Oh, what happened? I still do deliveries, but now I use an app. Mover? Grabby. How was it? It's so-so. The pay is higher than our old gig. But the customers aren't as polite as our neighbors. How much do you pay for gas per customer? Gas? Don't you use a bike? I've got a perfectly working one. Yeah, so how much for gas? Wait, are you using your bicycle? Well, yeah, I don't need a motorcycle. That's crazy! You're crazy. We're in a mountain residential. It's good exercise, plus I don't have to stop for traffic. You're a workout freak, do you know that? I don't see it as a problem. And it's not like I go overboard, it's not even a permanent shift. You don't work 8 hours a day. It's a gig, you can work anytime you want. Oh, I thought there would be a requirement. Just a driver's license and, of course, your personal information. You are part of the system. Leave me spy my personal preferences of sugar percentage and milk tea is none of your concern. That's troubling. I take mine 0. That's more troubling. I'm after the caffeine, the taste is just a plus. Leave me, heathen! Pipe down, you're not the only one here. He looks at the next bed behind the curtains. Oh, sorry. You whisper an apology to your neighbor. Why didn't you tell me? Because. As you observe Tom rise from his sheet, your heart begins to pound with anticipation. The determination in his gaze is palpable as he approaches, his lips curving into a sly smile. Your mind races with uncertainty, wondering what he might do next. The possibility of someone spying on the scene from behind the curtain only heightens your nervous. We're gonna leave off here tonight. Okay. Stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.